The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that 380?
Yeah, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. What's 20?
Shadow!
Brady now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down and leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Yo, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Brady going to throw. Beckham complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
29, Alpha.
Check, walk 54, walk 54.
Alert.
Now Mostert. Oh, he shifts past him. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. On 2nd and 7, Winston. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. Give him be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Winston. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Check 55, come on. Check.
Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deshaun Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. First quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, boy. 50. Don't be scared of it.
He's checking.
Regular.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch 54.
Here we go. Shadow.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you.
10th carry now for Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing. Winston. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Patriots 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 27th, Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Here's Mostert. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Brady on the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Winston. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
We hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Let's go one more.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Ready? Flag! We're good, man.
Watch my board.
Hey, check.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Brady to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Make these babies cry all the way back home,
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Here we go.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
This is Mostert, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you, pop. Check 3, check. Hey, check it.
Now Brady. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check, check. Love it. Let's go on. No, 66. 72.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
1st down, Cowboys.
Ready? Moving. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. Now Winston toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Easy.
Again, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Regular. Easy.
Brady now to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Mostert. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Wait, 20.
Right there, 54 Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Brady. He'll buy some time right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Brady going to go on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 41 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's caught by OBJ. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Alert.
Brady now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From the gun, it's Brady. That incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Tighten up.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down. It's Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Here's a toss coming right. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
This is fielded at the goal line. Spinning away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down, Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They go to Elliott again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1. Elliott running right. Elliott a first down and more. And down to the 29-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for Dallas, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for New England, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will